also see the point of view of the people that say, yeah, but you don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up, many of which turn out to actually be U.S. citizens that just don't have their papers on them. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to?
Yes. The answer is yes, dumbass. And a big part of the yes is because you knew that was going to happen. Donald Trump campaigned on this, and you endorsed him. So, yeah, that is where we're at, and you fucking endorsed him. Joe Rogan reacts to the Minneapolis shooting and ICE riots. Now, first statement out of the gates is, let's see if it's complimentary to the administration still, or maybe he's finally pulling off the exit ramp.
It's complicated, obviously, but it's also
okay. Never mind.
Very ugly to watch someone shoot a U.S. citizen, especially a woman, in the face.
Right.
Where it's like, I'm not that guy. I don't know what he thought. And again, this is a guy who'd almost been run over, but it just looked horrific to me. I mean, when people say it's justifiable because the car hit him, it seemed like she was kind of turning the car away. It seemed like she was out of her fucking mind to begin with. That lady seemed like crazy.
Oh my God, he is still in the cult, dude. He is still Joe Rogan. Even like 6 years ago, Joe Rogan, even 5 years ago, would look at the situation and be like, "Nah, this is completely fucked up." Okay, straight up. He is so gone that he's still trying to defend the indefensible. The new unbelievably rare Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Right? And didn't she move there specifically to get involved in all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
She doesn't seem mentally healthy, but does that mean she should be shot in the head? Is there no other way to handle this? But and then you got these people that are showing.
Oh yeah, she was mentally unhealthy. Shut the fuck up, you bald ass bitch.
God up damn. At these ICE people and they're blocking traffic, and she was one of them that was doing those kind of things where they think they're an activist and they're an agitator.
Right. But I get back to my initial sort of argument about having local police do it. They're not doing it, but in an ideal world, the way we fix this and have less ICE agents in cities where they're having a very difficult job is the local people do their job and they're not sanctuary cities.
Well, how could you stop sanctuary cities?
Well, I'm not sure I can. But what I'm saying is that some of the blame for ICE being there is the left and their policies of sanctuary cities.
Right.
So when they want to just say, oh, we hate ICE and we don't want to.
Dude, aren't you a libertarian? What the fuck are you saying? I thought this motherfucker was a libertarian, like Mr. Freedom of Movement. What the hell? What kind of libertarian looks to justify police brutality and also gets annoyed at the fact that, you know, there is even a sanctuary city to begin with? Bro is bootlicking. He's only a libertarian when it comes to taxes and age of consent.
ICE in our city, maybe they should be reflecting that ICE is in your city because you're disobeying the law. And when someone is arrested and they're clearly not.
Come on, brother. Jesus Christ. Libertarians that argue on whether or not there needs to be a fucking driver's license, going on the Joe Rogan Experience and talking about how, well, if the state punishes you with the oppressive force of militarized ICE units, then you were basically asking for it. What the fuck? God damn, dude. Mr. Don't Tread on Me over here talking about how, well, sometimes treading is fine. Tread on me a little bit. Maybe I was asking for it. Also, the state has a monopoly on violence, and that's why seatbelt laws should be unenforceable. Where you at, dude? Mr. Tread on Me Daddy.
Not a citizen, you're not reporting them to ICE. See, it's defiance, it's nullification. They have been nullifying our laws on deportation for years and years, and so now they have something they really dislike. But who brought it upon? My point is the left brought this. It's not an answer, but it's an explanation that the left is.
Rand Paul, as he's getting his ass beat by his neighbor that leads over a dispute. Over a dispute over their lawn care. He goes, you're violating the non-aggression principle. Don't you know? You are not supposed to be violating my non-aggression principle by slamming your fist into my chest. Please, stop. I guess he was also asking for it. In the same way that the good people, the American citizens, the good people of Minneapolis, Minnesota were asking for ICE. What happened to Knapp, dude?
bringing this to their cities because they're refusing to enforce the laws.
Right, and they don't want those laws. They don't like those laws. They think that once people...
Wait, did that happen? Yes. Rand Paul's neighbor came into his house and violated the non-aggression principle by beating his ass in an orderly bout of fisticuffs, okay? He broke his ribs. And the reason for why they fought was because he was not like, I think he wasn't clearing his leaves or something, and his neighbor got so fucking mad that he walked into his house and beat his ass. Yeah, over raking leaves. Unfortunately, there was no video. Rand Paul is saying that local authorities need to enforce immigration law. He's just lying about sanctuary cities.
People here, they should be able to stay. And, you know, this is what my friend Gad Saad calls suicidal empathy.
Yep,
I think,
follow him.
And I think there's a balance to be...
it is suicidal empathy to allow Gad Saad to exist in the Western world, honestly. That is true. He should go live in his favorite country, Israel, instead.
Achieved. I just don't know how it gets done because I see both perspectives. I see the perspective of the people that say, hey, there was an illegal program moving people in here to get votes, moving people in here to get congressional seats, and we've got to change that. We've got to take those people that got in and send them back to where they came from or do something, because if we don't, they're going to keep doing it if they get in office again in 2028, and it's going to accelerate. And you're going to have to take away some of the damage that's been done to a true democratic system because you've kind of hijacked it, and they kind of have. And then
Does being bald cook your brain? I mean, how do you explain the existence of Northern Lion then? You can't. Anti-bald advocates have no justification or explanation for Northern Lion, who is a wise sage, wise beyond his years, and yet he is bald. Okay, or Slime, or Lenin, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, famous balds. Okay, just saying. As you guys know, I'm a bald fetishist, so don't come at me with bald slander. Joe is just a regular old dumbass.
I also see the point of view of the people that say, yeah, but you don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up, many of which turn out to actually be U.S. citizens that just don't have their papers on them. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to?
Yes. The answer is yes, dumbass. And a big part of the yes is because you knew that was going to happen. Donald Trump campaigned on this, and you endorsed him. So, yeah, that is where we're at, and you fucking endorsed him. It's not like he was hiding this. He kept saying it. He kept saying it over and over again. He kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna do the Bracero program reversal, just like old administrations did. We're gonna deport every Mexican." How the fuck do you pull that off logistically? Of course, you're gonna fucking do papers, please, over and over again in American streets. You wanted it, Joe. Now that it's happening, it seems like you don't like it. But instead of fucking recognizing that you have buyer's remorse, you still try to find like a wishy-washy both sides attitude here. Somehow finding a way to fucking blame this on the left. God damn, dude. Like you guys wanted, what? Like you guys wanted, please, during COVID? Brother, you are from a town in Iowa with 775 people. What kind of fucking lockdowns did you experience? Shut the fuck up. I still drove over to your backwater ass town to fuck your mom and your dad during the COVID lockdowns, okay? And yes, they got vaccinated. They didn't tell you. Just like your mom lies to you when she says that her orgasms with me weren't real, okay? Address the points. There is no point. You didn't experience a fucking lockdown at all. Shut the fuck up. And that's not the same as ICE agents, dude. To be fair, the federal government should have actually broken down your door and forcibly inoculated you. If that's your ask here, I think the federal government should have busted through your goddamn door, sat your bitch ass down, and inoculated you by force. Okay? That's what I think. That's what I think. I think they should have done that. Yeah, 100%. They should have given you the gay vaccine, okay? The gay autism vaccine, so you could be as gay and as autistic as the rest of us. The only shots that your mom received are the back shots that I gave her.
So it's more complicated than I think people want to admit. You know, people want to look at this as a black and white issue.
I'm from a town like that, and police were pulling people over if they left their house at all during weeks of COVID. Brother, What are we talking about, dude? You're still holding on to resentment from like 4 fucking years ago for epidemiologist-backed healthcare measures at a time when there was a fucking novel virus that was actually killing your stupid, fat, diabetic parents. Shut the fuck up. Get over it. Get the fuck over it. Build a fucking bridge in this goddamn crippled infrastructure and get the fuck over it right now. It's been 6 fucking years. God damn, the amount of fucking resentment that Americans experience when they were literally unable to get their Cheesecake Factory treats for like a week at most has been carried over into bringing about a fucking fascist government. Fuck. You people are irredeemable.